Hey, it's your boy Wilk. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Yes, that subscribe button right here so you don't miss another episode of the Wilk Edition. Let's get into it. Tragedy, tragedy in Mississippi. All right, so authorities say Nolan Xavier Wells, 18 years old, disappeared after a July 4th boat trip near Horn Island, Mississippi, and his body was later found near the island. Uh, Reports also say the family has retained being Crump and is pushing for answers while officials say friends are cooperating and an autopsy was scheduled. The investigation is still active, it's still actively going. They literally just found him the other day. Uh, some the officials say the friends are they are cooperating and you know somebody got to say something. Um, you know, Mississippi don't really have a great history for black people. They just don't. Even when I served in the military, it was certain places they told us not to even stop. You know what I'm saying? You can avoid getting gas in Mississippi. Like this is what they're telling the soldiers that are coming into the military and you're stationed in the area. So I always proceeded with caution, because I have my own family to think about, I have myself to think about, I have my friends to think about. So anytime I was getting soldiers and stuff, I was letting them know, hey, when you in Mississippi, hey, ride through, handle your business, do what you need to do, and then get on through. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those places that had this weird aura, and I just didn't like it too much. And I see people saying, hey, don't be the only black person with a group of white people or X, Y, and Z. Yes, this is a tragedy, but I'm gonna pause on that one. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna pause on that one because I have some great friends that are not just black. I have white friends or Indian or Native American. I have a abundance of friends. I have friends that I met in the military that was from the islands of Samoa, and you know, they most of the people I ran into were just real cool, genuine people. I'm from South Carolina. I hung out with my white friends plenty of times. Now, granted, all right, my mama ain't really let us go off and stay and do stuff like that, so I would never going off and get on no boat or nothing like that. But I'm pretty sure he's done that before. It wasn't his first rodeo. It's very unfortunate what happened. I'm eager to see what happens. I will be following this because you know for a young black man to you lose his life and then no one has answers. You know what I'm saying? You go off with your friends, his parents put trust in the people that he was with to bring their son back home alive, healthy, well as when he went. And that just didn't happen. So it's a real real sad situation. This ain't, content to joke through because this is one of those stories you just hope the family gets some real answers. So I will be keeping my eye on this case. Um, waiting on the autopsy results. I heard that the friends already lawyered up and I'm gonna be real with you. That's a red flag for me. Granted, yeah, you supposed to when you investigation and stuff like that, and is a situation like this, yeah, you want to have a lawyer, of course. That's just base knowledge. I understand that. But if that was my friend, there's nothing that can stop me from saying, "Hey, this is what happened," or because like I said, if it was an accident, say it was an accident. Hey, he fell, or he was swimming, or some, say something. Don't not say nothing. Oh, I'm gonna let my lawyer talk. Hmm? No, that don't even sound right. That don't go with me. That's why, as a dad, I do not play them games. For the most part, wherever my kids go, that's where I go. When they're with, we going to a friend's house. I'm coming to a friend's house. They having a pool party. I'm going to the pool party. I, I'm not that parent that's gonna drop my kid off at the birthday party and then go out and about. I'm not gonna do that. I don't care how long I'm in knowing or none of that. Now, at family house, that could be a tad different because it's family, and you have a different trust for family, and you have a different trust for friends of family or friends. But then, granted, like I said, he's 18 years old, so I don't expect his parents to go with him. I'm speaking for me and mine. As a dad, if she gonna get on that boat, I'm get on that boat. All right, and I try to teach him like you have to be aware of situations, surroundings. Everybody don't like you. Some people, and like I said, I'm not making this a black white thing because if it was a whole black crew and if something would have happened, you know what I'm saying? I'm hoping they'll still get that same publicity. I know it's getting more publicity because he was the only black guy that was there. Somebody knows something. Somebody needs to speak up and give that family some answers and own up to it. If you did something and you made a mistake, you still wrong. It's a mistake, but mistakes do happen. But some mistakes shouldn't happen. Especially if you get into an argument with somebody. There's nothing I can do to somebody get mad at me and I'm kicking them, pushing them over into the water or something like that. To cause that, like that means you're not even thinking about what's after, what's going to happen. You have to think, you have to be aware of situations. Granted, nobody can control when it's your time to go. All right. Things happen all the time that shouldn't happen. And this is one of those things that should not have happened. All right. It's really sad. My thoughts and prayers go out to his family. I hope they get answers. I hope the investigators do a thorough job and some type of justice is given to the family. But we all know there's no justice that can bring him back. So my thoughts and prayers are with the Wells family, and like I said, I will be keeping my eye on this situation.